want to talk about right now about Bindu. So Bindu, some authors call it a chakra. So it's referred as Bindu chakra or even Chandra chakra. Chandra means moon. But also it's called Bindu Visarga, which means the falling of the drop. So this is the location of Bindu. So if we refer, as we talked before, of the seven main chakras, we have the Ajna, the third eye chakra, located inside of our head, aligned with the eyebrow line between our eyes. And then the Bindu is a little bit higher in respect of the Ajna, is in the back of the head. So some Brahmins, if you go to India, you will see that they allow a tuft of air to grow in that area to simulate that nectar that is produced by Bindu. So Bindu is a very important subtle frequency in our body. We can call it a chakra, and it's the source of the Amrita or the Amrit. The Amrit is referred also as the nectar of immortality. Everybody is producing right now Amrita. The thing is that when the Vishuddhi chakra and the strength of the flow of the Kundalini Shakti is not strong enough to flow through Sushumna, is wasted. Why? Because this Amrit comes from Bindu, arrives to the palate, arrives to the Lalana chakra. We have a chakra here in the upper palate that is called Lalana. It arrives here and keeps dripping down. Finally, it ends up reaching the Manipura chakra. And in the Manipura chakra, we have the digestive fire. So then, this is so strong and this is so subtle in its quality, the nectar, that the nectar becomes destroyed or burned out by the digestive fire of Manipura. So we have several techniques in yoga to start to preserve this Amrit, to purify the Amrit itself, and to change or reverse the direction of this flow of prana and allow it to stay here in the throat. So one of these techniques is the throat lock. The tongue lock is called Kechari Mudra. This is the most important mudra in yoga. When we use the Kechari Mudra and we connect finally the tongue with that Lalana chakra, we allow them, the Amrita, to be purified and to stay in the throat and to start to activate also the Vishuddhi chakra. And then we can, the body, what happens to the body is that we reabsorb through the subtle neurobiology of the body all the effects of the potential effect of the Amrit. And finally, we start to receive a lot of prana, life force, and a lot of normal nutrients in our body without the need to even eat or drink. So what happens sometimes, and you have this in the scriptures of yoga, is you can spend a lot of time without eating or drinking because you receive everything in for the natural homeostasis that the body is producing because of the reabsorption of the Amrit. So now the body is prepared to reabsorb and get use of all the benefits of the Amrit in the body. And the body just pretty much, once that you receive enough nutrients and prana from that Amrit, the pretty much what we call the metabolism process is suspended. And then by doing that, pretty much we hardly need any requirement of oxygen or even of any cellular waste. So in that case, when that happens, pretty much the body's homeostasis itself, let's say like that, is just recurring to this substance and the effects that come out of the Amrit to preserve the longevity, the nutrition, the vitality, and the proper functioning on the entire body. I'm talking about the physical body, the mental body, the psychic body, and the subtle body. So all the koshas, and all the layers of our existence are preserved in a proper balance and equilibrium when we can catch that Amrit. But usually when the Vishuddhi chakra is not completely awakened and when this energy is wasted to the Manipura, we cannot receive and we cannot reabsorb the Amrita to be used for these purposes. That's why even the Amrita is called the nectar of immortality, because it allows the body to rejuvenate itself and all the cells to get this use nectar, and then start to come to equilibrium in the physical, in the mental, and in the spirit. So that's how precious it is, Bindu. Besides of the Kechari, we have other techniques like the Mahabandha, the Jalandhara Bandha, inversion asanas that we have in the practice. The comeback is very important. So along all these different techniques is allowing us to, first of all, strengthen the Kundalini Shakti to flow freely through all the chakras until Sahasrara, and also at the same time to collect the Amrit in the Vishuddhi, because there is an important connection between Vishuddhi and Bindu. Once that this connection is completely coming into perfect synthesis, let's say like that, we can reabsorb all the effects, and then the body is happy, the mind is happy, and our true nature is just completely enlightened.